and I'm very proud to be this part of the first international conference on school meals and public procurement. And my topic today, my theme is health meals and school gardens. Can you get the next slides? Yes, my presentation will have two parts. The first part, I'll talk about the community-based organization in Manyara called MOFI. And I'll talk about the first part is MOFI. MOFI is the Manyara Organic Farmers Initiative, which was established in 2015, and it is operating in the two districts of Babati and Hanang, and the group of 20 farmers from each of the 10 villages in both districts, Babati and Hanang district. And each village has a training farm as a model for the organic farming. And so far, the aim of MOFI is to try to change from the conventional farming to the organic regenerative farming. And so far, MOFI today has some achievements, and by focusing on the local resources such as the local seeds, organic fertilizers, composting, and also greenhouses, pisciculture, meat and egg production, and also dry farming land, local irrigation schemes, village community banking, tenure security awareness, and marketing business planning. So the regional interest towards the project has increased to the point where the resources of MOFI farmers to facilitate workshop and practicals have become strained. Yes. So what are the future plans all the way forward for MOFI? So to be able to reach out to a wider community in the region, one idea for MOFI is to establish learning centers in both primary and secondary schools in both districts, where teachers, pupils, and parents together develop skills and knowledge on principles of organic regenerative agriculture, and also to improve the nutritional status and increase the school attendance of the people, because when children come to the school and don't get lunch, that's where the dropout rate is very high. And we thought this will increase the opportunities for MOFI to reach out, as the schools have good coverage and are well organized and often have the teaching and practical skills, because most of the skills teach agriculture as a lesson, and they are trained agricultural teachers to teach the agricultural lesson. So this is one way of the MOFI to reach out to the wider community, because basically from the traditionally in Tanzania, everything was organic until a couple of years ago when we converted to the conventional farming, where you get the seeds, the imported seeds, and the fertilizers. The main reason for the high interest in organic regenerative farming is that farmers have lowered their expenses on farming inputs and considerably realized that when local organic principles are used, farming becomes less vulnerable to external shocks such as climate change, economic variations, and market failures, because like when you get the local seeds and you prepare yourself, so no need to buy from these shops. So organic regenerative farming is also less environmentally destructive than the conventional farming, and this is the knowledge now farmers are trying to get. And therefore some of the teachers in Manyara region want to initiate a pilot feeding schools program in the region in collaboration with the Manyara Organic Farmers Initiative. Go to the next slide. So my second part of my presentation, so the second part of my presentation is feeding school program in Babat Town Council, where I'm the headmaster and a geography teacher as well. So why school feeding program? It is assumed that healthy school meals or feeding programs are beneficial for the physical, mental, and psychological development of school-age children and adolescents, particularly in less developed countries like Tanzania. Nutrition during the school years is vital for the physical, mental, and psychosocial development of the children and adolescents between the age of 6 and 19, because the age of 6 is where they start the primary school. So some children finish between the age of 17, 18, and 19. So Babati Town Council currently has 13 public secondary schools and 34 primary schools. So most of these schools have some form of school meals program in some way or another. And the school meals program are very widely available in private schools compared to the public schools, but generally have incomplete coverage in periphery and low income families where they will need more food than the children from the middle income family. Can you go to the next slide? So here is the picture of the secondary school where I'm the teacher. So here the children are between the age of 13 and 17, 19. And guys, you can see the map of the flag of Tanzania. Can you go to the next slide? Yes, another picture you see, the first one. Can you go to the first one? Is the picture of the primary school. And now the picture, the photo you see on the screen, which might not look very good, but is the photo of the school kitchen, where mostly the school children eat for the lunch. Is mostly ugali and beans. So this is the contribution from the parents, where they bring beans and maize, that is the cereal crops. So can you go to the next one? Yes, and also you can see the school garden or the school farm, or in another way you say the school shamba. So currently, I don't know if you can see clearly, the crop that is there, that's legume, that's the beans, which is part of also of the school meals. So the school meals in Tanzania face some challenges. And for example, lack of the parents' contribution, which affect the number of meals served, portion sizes, diversity, and the nutritional value of the meals. So it's quite different, like from the yesterday's presentation, when you hear like people saying, currently there is a problem where children are obese, but on this other end is a problem that even if people are not talking of the healthy meals, even the meals itself, is not enough, the portion of the meals. So meal portion are too small to satisfy those students who are likely to benefit. And the number of meals are not enough to provide all students. So in many cases, especially in public, primary and secondary schools, students are not satisfied with the amount nor the type of the food served. And also the eligibility for the school feeding program is based on contribution from parents. So, and this results in the discrimination and stigmatization of the student whose parents were either unable or unwilling to contribute. Can you go to the next slide? So what are the strategies? What are the future plans? So incorporation of the vegetables and fruit in school meals are rare for various reasons, because of the poor contribution from parents, as I've mentioned earlier, and because school committee have limited funds to hire cooks and purchase kitchen utensils, as you saw in one of the photos I presented. Also due to lack of the parents' awareness on the importance of vegetables and fruits, because parents don't consider vegetables as part of the meals, because traditionally practices, parents don't consider, as I've said, vegetables as part of the meals. And as I mentioned earlier, health and safety concerns, vegetables and fruits are mostly absent from the school meals due to the lack of funds and lack of awareness of the importance from both parents and the community. With the exception of few private schools, nutritional value of meals is not taken into account, as I've said earlier. Also, school food committee had to save whatever is available rather than what will be considered as the nutritional meal. Can you go to the next slide? Therefore, innovative development initiatives need to be in place. Some of these include to establish or convert school farms or garden into the organic learning centers. So this is really the main target for this presentation. This include to establish or convert school farms or gardens into the to use already the trained agricultural science teachers that are available in 3 schools, that is Nawka, Bagara, and Sigino. And also, school farms are therefore part of the solution to increase performance and to lower dropout rates in school. As a sustained school gardens and orchards can be introduced to help improve quality of food that students receive at schools. And I hope if we start with the schools I've mentioned that have agricultural teachers, and some schools at least have small plots where the gardens can be grown, and I hope most of these of the other schools will be able to copy our example. And health schools have the capacity to extend their knowledge to the wider community, I said earlier, through the pupils and the local anchorage. So this will benefit not only pupils, but also the wider community. Thank you. I think this is the end of my presentation.